Hello everybody, it's Spegtacular, the Silverstacular. Silver went crazy today, over $23 an ounce. I'm going into this shop right here in Spring Hill, Florida, Vermillion Enterprises, to talk to a professional in the industry who's going to tell us about what he thinks is going on with silver prices. So now I'm in here with Brian from Vermillion Enterprises, and we're inside a real bullion and coin shop. And these prices going to over $23 an ounce now for silver, and gold skyrocketing. What's gold, like 1850, 1870?
Last I looked was 1868.
Crazy.
Yep.
So just if you could tell me like what's going on in your shop right now, and what your feelings are about what's happening in the markets.
A lot of uncertainty is what's happening in the markets. Here's what's going on. We got another stimulus package coming out. So the federal government's going to be spending more money, which creates fear in the Wall Street market, if you will, with the big boys. And then that's going to drive the value of the dollar down, is ultimately why it creates that fear. Also, we're in a trade spat, if you will, an argument with China. So the industrial sector doesn't really know what's going to happen here in the near future with that. We have all the political unrest going on across the country. You see what's going on in Portland and Seattle and other places too, and that scares people. That scares investors. Also, you got a big-time presidential election coming up that really looks like it's even matched, and the big hedge fund guys are, to be quite honest with you, they're terrified if Biden is going to be elected. We're not saying that we're not pulling for Trump or Biden, but the hedge fund guys are terrified. They believe that the economy is going to take a significant, and I mean significant, downward turn if Joe Biden does get elected as the president. And so all those things are coming together for really like a perfect storm for the precious metals market. With the dollar being driven down like it is right now for all those reasons, gold and silver are going crazy. And I think you're going to see very volatile markets all the way up through to the election. And it may not all be upward. We may see some very significant, very noticeable drops in the market too. As if a little good piece of information comes out here or there. So we have seen $1, $1.50, $1.85 swings in silver in a day recently. We could see that going just the opposite direction too, and it's creating a very tumultuous time in the precious metals market right now. And quite honestly, it's fun. It's we got tons of people coming in and buying, and we got tons of people who are coming in and selling because they're scared and they think that it's going to bottom out, and all the upward gain that they just found is all going to drop out. And then we got the people that they got FOMO, their fear of missing out, when they think silver is going to go to 50 and gold's going to go to 2,500.
Yeah.
And the reality is it could. The reality is in a short period of time, like in months, gold could be back to 1,300. And silver could be back to $15 an ounce. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it did either.
Interesting.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw 2,500 gold, and I equally wouldn't be as surprised if we saw $1,300 gold within the next 4 to 5 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think either is likely a possibility.
So now we've seen some manipulation, I would say, I'd call it manipulation, in the paper markets, adjusting the silver price only a couple months ago.
Yep.
This is really not that at all.
No.
This is everything you were talking about.
This is not Chase and Citigroup and Goldman playing, counting, playing the market. That's right. That's not what this is. This is actual economic push on the markets, and it's real.
Yeah.
It truly is real. The last time we saw something like this was back in 08, 09, when the housing market collapsed, and that was a real stressor on the precious metals market and the dollar, and that's why we saw such movement. And an artificial movement was back in the early 80s when the Hunt brothers were doing their thing with the silver market. We saw it skyrocket up to like $50 an ounce, and then it dropped right back down. Those weren't real economic constraints and stressors on the precious metal market. That was artificially driven monopoly. So that's, you can't really compare the two scenarios. This is real economic stress on the dollar, which is equating into these crazy swings in precious metals.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. I think just $3 in just 2 days or something. Yeah,
Yep.
wow.
And I want people to know, I've been telling everybody that's coming in, and literally multiple people in the last 2 days have been coming in and dropping their life savings in the precious metals, and we're telling each and every one of them, just so you know, this happened all in 2 days. By Friday, silver could be $19 an ounce. Gold could be back to $1,600, $1,700 an ounce. That is a real possibility.
Yeah, it's sad for, the possibility, and it's great. You're being honest as a shopkeeper. That if they drop $10,000, that they could lose $3,000, $2,000. You know what I mean? Just a couple of days.
Yes, that's the reality. Everyone sees it as a lottery ticket right now. Silver just went up $4 in 2 days, or whatever it was, $3 in 2 days. It's going to 35. It's going to 50. It's going to 70, and they're seeing that as their lucky winning lottery ticket. In reality, that's probably not going to happen.
And in reality too, and correct me if I'm wrong, the swings up or down, anybody guessing a number, it is really a guess. It's all speculation, is it not? There's no way to determine a certain number or a certain, even when people say triple digit silver, they say, maybe there's going to go to $50. It's really speculation only.
For us, yes, maybe Jamie Dimon. That was the right answer, but Brian Vermillion doesn't.
No.
And nobody in Spring Hill, Florida knows the right answer. If we get Jamie on the phone, maybe he could tell us what the right answer is. But yeah, it's total speculation. And as a shop owner, someone that does this for a living, when we see these radical swings, upwards or downwards, they tend to be ephemeral. They don't tend to last too long.
Gotcha. So now you mentioned your shop has been crazy. Let me know what's been selling, exactly how crazy has it been?
It's everything. People are coming in and literally buying monster boxes of eagles and rounds, 100-ounce bricks, buying rolls and rolls of American gold eagles. I mean, 90% silver is going out by the bag. And what's interesting about it too is it's coming in the same way too. There's equal number of people who are out there who have this precious metals and are like, you know what, I'm getting out now. I'm up. I don't have faith that this is going to continue, and so they're dropping large amounts of silver and gold onto us too, and they're getting out while they can.
What do you think the ratio is of people getting out to people getting in?
I think it's 1-to-1 right now. I mean, it's pretty even. I was having this conversation with a big-time dealer out west today. And everyone's seeing basically the same thing. There's a lot of people that got FOMO right now, but there's a lot of people that have been buying silver at 13 to 17 an ounce and are like, hey, this is our shot. Let's get out and make our lick while we can.
Interesting. So now you mentioned junk silver is moving. Let me know what you're kind of selling some of the stuff for, because, and I don't want people to confuse this for tomorrow or the next day, because prices change radically, and they have been in the last couple of days. But just as an example, a $1 face value of junk silver, right. Where is that right now?
Right now, that's at about 16 times face, so $16 for
right.
90% right now.
And you were much lower than that just what?
2 weeks ago, we were at 13, 12.
That's a wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen the price of junk silver the other day, and I was like, man, good time to buy.
Yep.
And then I seen just today, and I'm like, okay, I'm not buying.
Yeah. It's if you're not new to the market and you don't have the fear of missing out, like you're an established investor, I think all established investors right now who really like gold and silver are kind of just hanging back and waiting to see, is this for real? Is this something that, hey, a couple weeks go by and it's still up in the 20s and it looks like it may even go higher? I think a lot more of them will jump further in. But right now, I think those guys, the seasoned investors, are. I think they're just kind of hanging in there waiting to see what's going to happen, because they know they've seen this before, where it goes up radically, it can come right back down, and vice versa. We've seen those dead cat bounces where, for whatever reason, it drops, $2 in 36 hours, and then literally 36 hours from there, it's back up $1.80. So it's, we see it both ways, and they tend to be temporal.
Interesting. So now, as a quick outro, do you have any advice for people right now with what's going on with this, this craziness?
All right, you mean investing wise?
Well, what should people be doing? Because you have people that are brand new that have watched the news and they see that there's record highs for precious metals. What's your advice, kind of like for a generalization of everybody right now?
If you're new to the market, it's very exciting right now, but please don't look at it as a lottery ticket. Please look at it as a true investment, and do not overextend yourself in it. So precious metals need to be about 5 to 10% of your overall portfolio. If you're getting over that, you're taking on a lot of, maybe more risk than you should. And my advice is, if you want to buy gold and silver, do it. If tomorrow your hot water heater goes out and you wouldn't have to sell your gold and silver to fix it, or the brakes go out in your car, you wouldn't have to sell your gold and silver to fix your brakes. If you would have to sell your gold and silver to fix those items if they went out tomorrow, don't buy gold and silver. Keep your money. So I guess that's my best advice I can give to new people. Seasoned vets, they've been doing this for a long time, and know, I say, bring me as much money as you can, and buy as much as you can, because you know the game, and or bring me whatever you want to sell, and we'll buy it all, because you guys know what's going on, and you know the risks and the rewards. I don't have to explain that to the seasoned vets, but to the new people involved, we always explain it to them like, it's really exciting right now, but it can be it can be equally devastating in the same amount of time.
Right.
So I'll give you a perfect example of this. 2 months ago, platinum had a little bit of a bump, and I don't remember what was going on in the market, but we had a lady come in, brand new investor, and she bought 60 ounces of platinum.
Wow.
It was a significant investment. She had actually sold her house, and she put half of what she had gotten from her house into buying 60 ounces of platinum. And we explained everything to her, and literally within a week of her making that purchase, it had dropped down to I think it was 700 or so. Went from her cost 900 down to 700. She lost a fifth of her investment within a week.
Oh no.
And that's the reality, and it really didn't respond back. Maybe it's come back a little bit in the last day or day and a half, but really she just within a week lost a fifth of her investment.
That's rough.
Yeah, it's rough. And and she made that decision, and that's she'll eventually get her money back, but it's gonna be a long haul for her.
So I think that's perfect advice. The new people, don't treat it as a get rich quick thing.
It's not a lottery ticket.
No, and the old school people will know what to do.
And the old school people will know what to do, and they'll know, hey, I want to buy some more, or I want to sell some off, or whatever. And if they do, if you are wanting to buy some, give us a call. We do ship throughout the country. We do take cash, Zelle, and wire transfers. And we'll ship throughout the lower 48.
Perfect.
And we've done a video with you before, and the people that call in from across the country buying from us usually are after the 90% silver. That seems to be their big thing. That and silver maple leafs. It seems like that may be hard to get other brick and mortar stores. So we always have those items in stock, and a bunch of other things too.
Great. I'll have the information for your shop in the description down below the video, so people can just go there and it's a click away for them. Or there'll be a phone number there for them to call if they want to get in touch with you. Now that other video, that's had some good response for you. It's been doing good. People have been buying from you. That's good.
Absolutely. And in reality, in truth, they're really after 90%. I think people like 90% because they think if things get to an apocalyptic stage, they'll be able to use a dime or a quarter for buying necessary goods. And so we sell a ton of 90. And when I say 90, for people who don't know, that's 90% silver constitutional coinage, which is U.S. silver dimes, quarters, half dollars. That's what all this is down here.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I like it because, you know, with your advice for a new collector, if they buy some of this stuff, and let's say that they do need down the road to fix something up, they can piece it out easier than buying just one big chunk of 100 ounce bar.
Right, you buy a 100 ounce brick, for example, yeah, you're going to spend what, $2,400 on it right now. And if you buy the same $2,400 in silver, constitutional silver, dimes, quarters, halves, you're right. Say your water heater does go out, you can pull $400 or $500 worth of value out of that rather than having to sell the whole brick of silver and get the lump sum.
That's so wild to me. You said $2,400. I was thinking that you said something wrong, but these prices are just so up, man.
We just sold a 100 ounce brick, and it was 24 something, and it's
that's a great price with what the prices are today too. But just thinking about it, it wasn't going into my mind right.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Wow.
It's gold's gone up so much. We buy a lot of scrap gold, you know, 10 karat, 14, 18. And as I'm calculating, it's gone up so much. I'm like, those numbers can't be right. And I redo the math. I'm like, holy cow, those numbers are right.
Yeah.
It's 14 karat gold's over $50 a pennyweight now. It's just.
That's the way it works.
Yeah.
So don't get too locked up in the hype. Do the research. If you are ready to buy, then you are available for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything cool in the shop, real quick, we can show off, or? I mean, I see you do still have some things.
Oh yeah. Oh, we've been slaving away. Making sure that we keep inventory. Fractional gold is really hard to keep right now. We just got resupply with American Gold Eagles, 1 ounces. So we got plenty of those in stock. And we're making sure we stay on top of those. We're making sure we got plenty of US 90. We got 2 more bags coming in. Should be here tomorrow. And we're just making sure that we keep in stock the nuts and bolts. We got plenty of American Silver Eagles, if you're interested in those. Plenty of 10 ounce bars, 1 ounce rounds. We even got some 1,000 ounce bars for you. So if you're looking for the nuts and bolts of the industry, we definitely have it, and we do our best to keep it stocked.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Brian. Again, we'll have that information down in the description so you can check it out. You can go to his website and check out Brian's shop on there and, buy some stuff. If you're ready to buy, that's your man right there.
Yeah, we definitely got any kind of investment grade silver, gold you're looking for, we got it.
And I'll have this video on YouTube, and that's okay with you, right? No big deal?
No big deal.
All right. Thank you so much, Brian. I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate it too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.